What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Frank Montano. I'm very excited to share this video with you guys. That's because I'll be working on a vinyl toy custom. Kind of like using it as a canvas. And not just any vinyl toy, the CanBot. The CanBot is a relatively new vinyl toy to the scene, and it's produced by Clutter Gallery in New York and fellow artist CZ13. I've spent a few years customizing toys, so I'm relatively familiar with the process. And I've only worked on one CanBot before, and that was for Clutter Gallery's release party and custom show. Today, I'm going to be able to turn that CanBot into one of my characters I call the Diamond Trooper. So let's just jump into customizing this designer toy. The first thing we're going to want to do on this CanBot is to remove each piece: the body, the head, the top of this spray can, and then the nozzle. Two ways: you can heat it up with the blow dryer, or we can throw it in a toaster oven to soften up the vinyl. Now with this one, I think it would be best put into the oven, only because it seems like these plastics are a bit thicker, so we're going to need a little more heat than my blow dryer. So let's break it apart. It's hot enough to pull it apart. So this is going to pop right off. And there should be some 2 or 3 ball bearings. Whoa, almost lost the ball bearing. Alright, so this part is the hard part. So we'll see if I can get it apart by pulling it. It might rip the vinyl inside just a little, but it should be fine. It's starting to separate. Alright, I'm going to throw this back in the oven because it's giving me a hard time. You can see it's starting to come apart, but sometimes the glue is really hard to separate until it's softer. So let's throw it back in the oven. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. There it goes. There's no real damage to the vinyl on the exterior, which is fine, and this should fit back to how it normally fit. Alright, now that we got this apart, we can start stripping some of this paint and start sculpting. Alright, it is now the next day and all this epoxy has cured since it's nice and solid. So I'm going to start sanding on this. Alright, so I hit this with a light coat of primer just to get an idea of where I need to touch up around the eyes. I should be ready after this to do a final coat of primer and hopefully lay some base coats down. Alright, I'm almost finished, and there's one other thing that I really want to incorporate, and that was to give the inside of this skull a glow. I have these small little LED lights that you rotate and they light up. So my idea was to insert this LED through this top, that I could use this, somehow attach it to here, and every time you turn the nozzle, you turn the light on. I'm going to trim this just slightly and notch it to fit right over this. Made this little tiny notch. Don't know if this is going to work, but there's one thing that I totally forgot to do, and that was put in these ball bearings. I'm gonna try to stuff the ball bearings in on the back, inside, and it won't be visible, and I can pop them in. So let me grab a drill bit and see if I can tap this open without ruining the paint job. Goodbye. Alright, so there's both pouches on there. Alright, I'm all wrapped up with the custom CanBot Diamond Trooper. I'm not gonna lie, this was a lot of fun to show you guys a vinyl toy custom, something that I've spent many hours doing. It was really fun playing with these LED lights and kind of figuring out how I was gonna get this to work. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of this video, and if you can hit that like button so other people can see it, I would really appreciate that. Shout out to David for commissioning me this piece. He's been waiting very patiently. Also, big shout out to the Craftman. If you guys are coming from his channel, Steady Crafting, welcome. And just wanted to acknowledge him and thank you for, all the support and just being a real cool person behind the scenes and someone I can relate to. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed the way that this custom toy turned out. And I will catch you in the next video.